So in March 2020, Blxckie visited Johannesburg as the country underwent a 21-day lockdown as a result of COVID. Little did he know that whilst in Johannesburg, his popularity would skyrocket as he released multiple songs on SoundCloud.
Got that icy around my neck, so when nigga be bullying, you know that I'm. Nigga, you know that I'm drop top.
Hold up, David, bro.
Oh my god,
bro. I don't know him, bro. This is my first time hearing him, bro.
Early that same month, he was named up next by Apple Music, and on the 30th of April 2021, his single David was released. The song was certified gold in South Africa.
So for your album, like the pool of songs you chose your album from, how many songs were they?
yeah,
300
what? 420.
Yeah.
120 songs.
Damn.
Now I've been at like, dog, if you do it every day.
On the 10th of May 2021, he announced the single Year Times 4 featuring Nasty C and the release date via the Instagram account. The song was released 14th May 2021 and Year Times 4 was certified double platinum with sales over 40,000 units. His debut studio album Before Now was released on the 21st of May 2021 and it features appearances from artists like Nasty C, Lucas Raps, Flame, Rolene and Leo DeLeo. The album was certified gold in South Africa with sales over 10,000 units.
Not a lot of people have like very interesting stories, but they can't really tell them in an artistic way, and I try to be that voice for them.
So it's been 4 years since Blxckie dropped his debut album, and hip-hop is definitely looking for a sophomore album just so we can confirm the longevity, the skill to make more hits. Can he do what he did with his debut again? Now, I came up with a few factors that might contribute to Blxckie being cooked, but if he is the guy we've been gassing up, then I think this shouldn't bother him. So my first point is that the game isn't where it was in 2021. My biggest proof is Lucas Raps, fam. You know, since Big Time Slapper, Blxckie has been on a decline. But this video is about Blxckie. And I feel at the time Amapiano was fairly new. You know, it was COVID-19. And we became excited over the fact that we have a rapper who can fit commercially as well. But that doesn't always work out. And I'll try to explain in my next point.
You see Blxckie now. Blxckie is under the pressure of making amapiano music, other types of vernac sounds.
So for me, I strongly believe that Blxckie doesn't have fans, right? Hear me out. Don't take this out of context, but I think Blxckie has dabbled into so many styles of music that he leaves some of his fans confused. I mean, the guy who likes the amapiano Blxckie might not like the Blxckie with the underground wave. And I honestly feel like Blxckie has no straight sound to fall back on, and his only sound to say, okay, I'm completely going with this, could be trap, which he has been doing recently with the recent songs. But for me, I think those songs are not connecting nationally. And for me, I think like Blxckie didn't go with his identity set out for himself. I mean, we like Blxckie for the different songs he makes, but trust me, he won't make an album full of that Blxckie sound that you like. Like, the Blxckie album won't be, if you like amapiano, it won't be a full amapiano project. If you like underground, it won't be a full underground project, you know? I like making the example of A. Reese. He has an identity. Strictly hip-hop, nothing else. AKA, we know that he also had an identity. You know what I'm saying? But Blxckie is struggling to find his identity. Now for me is that the Def Jam deal is messing him up. Now this deal is always to promote artists internationally, and sadly, people will forget you because you're focused on a market that has 20 guys that sound like you in just a small city in Cali. I remember when AKA said it's better to be Jay-Z in South Africa than trying to go overseas and be the Jay-Z there. And I'm all for being nationally acclaimed. I'm all for being a national superstar. The whole international thing has never ever worked out. Even for the ones that it did work out for, you know, it just ends up looking like it didn't work out. Because, okay, let's make an example with artists from back in the day, right? People like Uncle Hugh, Mam Miriam, you know, they still kept in touch with the roots of South Africa. They were still tuned in, and I'm really not feeling that from our own rappers.
As Africans, we love Nasty C. You know what I mean? We champion him.
Yeah.
So they asked the Americans there, like, what do you think of Nasty C? And the Americans was like, he's alright. He's cool, right? You know what I mean?
And then one of the DJs, I don't know what happened, but one of the DJs played.
That was 17, yeah.
Zakwe.
Yeah.
17, yeah.
Yeah. They were like, yo, what is this? This is
Yeah,
fire.
exactly.
Yes.
And when you play, and that's what I'm not a fan of him, but Nota was saying, when you play Zulu Man with Power, just hearing the title, you're expecting that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you don't get it. You get something very American.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or quasi-American.
So for me, when they do the whole international thing, we kind of like get disconnected to them. I mean, let's look at Matera Dope Boy. Trust me, big up to Matera Dope Boy. He's doing the most. But if we were to compare him to the older artists who did the internationally thing simultaneously with the national thing, it doesn't really, because Miriam Makeba, she was still popping here at home. Hugh was still popping here at home. The fans didn't feel disconnected from them. Okay, so listen, Blxckie is pretty much still big. When 2024 closed off, he was like number 5 with over 600k monthly listeners on Spotify, which is a mad number. I can't even try to downplay the amount of influence this guy has, but don't let this fool you. Monthly listeners fool a lot of people and they get very tricky. If y'all remember, after Scooter Baba remix, everyone on that song went up at least over 600k monthly listeners. I'm talking Boozy Lee had over 600k plus monthly listeners, but because of that song, she went up so much. So with Blxckie, people could easily be streaming his old songs that they like from him. But in comparison to his new music, I'm not so sure, right? It's fire, I dig it, it's alright, but is it going to connect like a David, like a Year Times 4, like Sega? Will it connect like Sega? Hold. Not so sure. Now, I think the only thing that could kill Blxckie's second album would be the subject matter. You've got a lot of addressing to do, and Blxckie has a lot going on before his sophomore album. You know what I'm saying? He needs to show growth. Like Kilo, 25k. He did it well. Nasty C did it well. A Reese did it well. Now, can Blxckie show growth in the subject matter? We don't care what kind of plugin you used for your delay or how good you sound on a song. Yeah, that matters and all, but you better not tell us the same things over and over again. You're a father now. You kind of put on a whole wave of kids. You legit the poster boy right now. You know what I'm saying? And all you have to do is just show it.
Angiko right. Angiko right, guys. Schwers, oh, ja.